So checking the transmission level on your Mercedes SL, there's 3 important things that you need to do. So the first is getting the gearbox up to the correct temperature, and it needs to be 80 degrees C. The easiest way to do that is actually just take the car for a little drive for about 10 minutes. Okay, so with the gearbox nice and warmed up and the gearbox now at operating temperature, the second key thing you need to do is check the temperature using a diagnostic tool. Today I'm using my AnyScan A30M. Put your foot brake on, leave the engine running. So here's the important thing: when you're checking the temperature, you must make sure that your gear shift is either in drive or reversed, so long as it's engaged in one of those 2. And most of diagnostic tools will actually tell you that it's got to be either D or R, so that when I flick back into park, the temperature actually increases. So you want that real reading when the gearbox is in that drive or reverse position, and it needs to be 80 degrees or thereabouts. So I'm using one of these little cheap and cheerful aftermarket dipsticks. There's a link below. You can get them online on eBay and Amazon, and it will depend on the engine which length that you get. And so one of the common misconceptions of these aftermarket dipsticks is that it should go all the way up to the handle when you put it in the filler pipe. But it doesn't. It only actually goes in to round about where my hand is here. It's the plastic end with the indication of 25 degrees and 80 degrees, which is the important part. This bit here is irrelevant because you don't leave it in the dipstick. I'll give you an idea. When you put it in, so you push it all the way down until it can't go anymore, and you'll know you got to the bottom because it will just stop. Don't go over pushing it because you end up bending that plastic gauge at the end, but you can see how much is still sticking out. And if you wanted to, you could cut that down because this bit really doesn't do anything. When you pull the dipstick out, you're then ensuring that you can read where the oil sits on the plastic gauge at the end of the dipstick. Get a bit easier so you can see what you're doing. Okay, for the sake of this video, I'm just going to remove the engine cover, and then you better see the filler tube at the back. So this is Mercedes SL. It's a 350, 3.7 litre, it's a 2004, and it's a V6. And my position for the transmission fluid pipe is here at the back, and you'll have a little black cap. It comes in the kit with an additional little clip, and the clip prevents you from removing this cap because Mercedes only want their technicians to go in there and do it. And when you get the service kit, there's a link below how I did the oil service. It actually comes with a new little clip that you can push back in there if you want to, or you can just leave it off. So don't get too confused because this is actually for the engine oil dipstick, and likewise there isn't a dipstick. Again, you can buy an aftermarket one if you so wish, but there's also a way of doing that on the dashboard anyway, so I haven't bothered. So now that you've got your gearbox up to temperature, up to 80 degrees, using a diagnostic tool, something like iCarSoft has this feature available, Launch. I use my X tool today, but you just need it to be able to understand what is the temperature of that gearbox. But importantly, you need to measure that temperature that is 80 degrees C when it's in either drive or reverse. And here's the important thing: keep the engine running because you're now going to go and test the level of that oil, but put your transmission into park now that you know that you got to 80 degrees. If you look at the temperature when it's in park, that temperature will go up, but importantly we know it's okay when it's in drive. Now get your dipstick and measure the temperature. Now I've just tied a knot at the end because this is surplus if you're wondering why it's like that. So you pop it in the transmission hole, push it all the way down until it can't go any further, and when it gets to the bottom you'll feel it just ground out, then just pull it out slowly and measure the level. And you can see here at the end where it should be in the 80 degree range, we're actually sitting down here. We're only halfway between cold and hot, so I need to put some more transmission fluid in there. And here's a handy little tip for you. If you haven't got a funnel which has got a groove, then you can find that as you pour it, it kind of glugs because it traps the air. So get yourself a little tie wrap. You can thread it through the hole of that so that you don't go dropping that in anywhere, because the last thing you want is to drop that down the dipstick now. And now, when you pop it in, it's going to leave that little air gap. So pop that in first, then your funnel, and it gives you a little air gap now, and it won't then glug back on you. Incidentally, this is a Mercedes 350, it's a 3.7 litre V6, but the larger V8s, etc., they'll have that filler pipe in a different position, so just bear that in mind. I'm using Mercedes genuine automatic transmission fluid, which is spec for this car, and when you pour it, turn it so that this spout is higher up, and then it won't spill on you. Okay, do a little bit at a time, and then measure it again. Checking it once more, we're nearly there, we're just at that line. I'm going to just put a little bit more in and we'll sit lovely in the 80-degree range. And there you go, you can see now that I'm within the 80-degree line, nicely near the top. I think we've got the perfect amount of oil in there now. Make sure you pop the cap back on again. You can turn off the engine and put the covers back on. So rather than keeping this in the garage, I like to coil it up here, so I know where it is, and I leave it sitting just down here in the dry, just where my little fuse box is. It fits perfectly. So just to recap then, make sure the car is on level ground. Get the gearbox up to operating temperature, 80 degrees. Make sure you measure that temperature when the vehicle is in the drive or reverse position. That's important. And make sure it's 80 degrees then. When you go back into park, you'll notice that the temperature will rise, but that's perfectly normal. Leave it in park, leave the engine on, then get your aftermarket dipstick, go to the bottom, don't push it too hard because you'll end up bending the plastic at the bottom. Measure the oil level. If you think you need a little bit, add a little bit at a time, maybe about 200 ml, about half a can of Coke or something, and just do it slowly, because that way you're not going to overfill it. Keep measuring it until you get it within that 80-degree line on your dipstick. Pop the cover back on again, and that's it. And you've just saved yourself quite a few £100. Instead of taking it to the dealer, you've done it yourself for a £4 aftermarket dipstick, and of course a diagnostic tool. But there's plenty of those available that will give you a temperature of the gearbox. A nice quick and easy one for you. I really hope that makes it a lot clearer. I haven't actually found that many videos online which get straight into telling you how to check the transmission level, and that's why I thought I'd pop this video out there. I've got loads of videos, help guides, especially on this Mercedes SL. There's a playlist for you at the end. Thanks so much if you subscribed. I'll see you on YouTube. Bye for now.